Good afternoon, people. What can I say? Hot in here today. As you were seeing from the thumbnail, probably a video you wouldn't have expected me probably to be doing, but there you go. Things happen and people change, you know. Robbie Williams once went back to take that, if you remember. There's a lot of things said. Anyway, I was becoming disillusioned with certain things and certain ways that things were going, and I just thought, well, obviously I love my PDs, but I started to think, well, I kind of miss Edelweiss and my singer. Michelle always liked Pinty Gamer and Heineken, and obviously I'd just done a review of the Budweiser one the night before on the Perfectdraft, and I was annoyed because it was absolutely rubbish. So, and at this particular point, this deal came in from Blade with like 150 quid off, and it's been 25 months since I last brought a Blade keg, and about 20 odd months since I sold the second one, and I kind of thought, is it time? And then I thought, yeah, you know, why not? So I managed to get the Blade. I mean, basically in the end I got a grade A refurbished one, which I've just had a look at. It looks pretty good to me. I mean, they're, you know, I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks fine. There's no problems. It's come from them. Obviously I got the 2 kegs of Heineken. I don't know the date on them. And then I also got Edelweiss, which was a little bit off, but it is 0407, and my singer was a little bit off as well, but that was the 11th 24, if you can see them kegs there, as you can see. So yeah, I just thought, well, it'd be interesting. I mean, I'll put it up against the Pro again. It's 25 months since I did the video, and a lot's changed, you know, with both machines, with software and with kegs. I mean, with kegs, with the Blade, I think I've only missed 3 kegs. The 2 Moretti's and Red Stripe. And Red Stripe, one of my old favourites. I did look at that, but I'd heard so many mixed reviews, I thought, let's go for the 2. Tried and tested. It's been a long time, and I have missed them 2 kegs. Don't get me wrong. They're always my favourite 2 on the Blade. The Edelweiss, obviously it dropped a little bit from 5.3 to 5.1, but 0.2 is not exactly a lot. But that's the only one that I've seen dropped. Obviously the range of Blade hasn't grown quite how I would have hoped it would over the course of time, which I find unfortunate, but there is a new keg coming out soon. Knowing them, it's probably that 4.4% Cruise Campo. That's what people seem to want. That I don't get, because that's just me, but it's popular, you know. There's 2 ways that you've got to look at it, haven't you? But I mean, I like these 2 beers you're not going to get in your supermarket, and Heineken is different gravy on the Blade. I think we all know that, you know. Yeah, you can go Heineken, you can get Heineken, your standard UK brewed. It's all right. You can get it in a pub. It can be hit and miss, obviously, depending on the pipes and where you're getting it. But you get it on the Blade, it does flow down. That'll probably be, because we've got 2 of them, obviously, with the deal. So that'll probably be the first keg that we look at on the Blade. But as I say, I'm kind of excited because, you know, I'm going to find a space for it there. Maybe move one of the Pros next to it. I don't know. There's a lot of excitement. I know people will be watching this thinking, Jesus, you know, there was some incidents with some of the Blade owners. You know, I hope, look, we can just put this behind us and just carry on, because, like, you know, we're both on the same team. Well, kind of, innit, aren't we? It's like, you know, things are said and things, and a lot of things obviously gets taken out of concept, especially in certain beer groups and that. But I just wanted to give this another go, and I think that's my prerogative, you know. I keep saying don't I? It's when you're nervous, you see. You kind of yeah, as I say, I'm looking forward, especially to the Edelweiss. especially to the Messinger, and obviously the new keg, whatever it is, I'll give it a go. As doing YouTube beer reviews, I probably should have stuck with a Blade, because there's loads of things you can do together with a PD, and you know, there's some similarities with some of the kegs, which I'll look into as time goes by. But as I say, it was just that email came at that point. You know, I was, you know, for whatever reason, as I say, there was the thing with a Budweiser with a 4.5. I was very annoyed at, but it just came through at that time. And as I say, I just thought to myself, that is the time. This is the point. So let's give the Blade another shot. It's third time lucky, 3 being my lucky number. As a lot of you know, I've had 2 of them and they departed. But you know, I'm giving it another try. As I say, I love them 2 kegs. Punty Game is one of Michelle's favourites, and as I said, and Desperados. Will I go down the Red Stripe Road? Probably, when there's an offer on or something. You know, yeah, there is a more limited range as well, I get, but there is some good quality still there, and that's what, as I say, made me just push that button yesterday. You know, you can say, oh yeah, I was annoyed, as I said, about the Bud, but there's still, Heineken's a good company. You know, Tiger's drinkable on the Blade. You know, and some of the offers on there are good. I've always watched around for that. I mean, I must admit, somewhat lately, the offers have not been as good as a Perfect Draft, because PD are putting on some real good offers at the moment. But it's all swings and roundabouts with these things. And as doing beer reviews on YouTube, I should give that another go. You know, it's kind of like, I can give an opinion whether people like it or not. Against the Pro, obviously, as well. That was probably my most popular video, which, as you can see, I wasn't really, you know, there was good bullet points in both machines, and there still is now. As I say, I can do that video again. That's like, just I say, 25 or 24 months later after the first time, which actually had, I think it was 26,000 views, which, apart from a Robbie Williams concert, is my biggest ever one on YouTube. So, you know, it's good to do that, and it'll be good to go back over, especially, as I say, these 2 beauties. Obviously, I want the slightly lower Edelweiss as well, because that as well was another cracking keg, which what it's all about, you know. And who knows, maybe Heineken are going to up the ante this year, and who knows, you might get a few kegs. I'd love to see Paulaner Weizen beer, but I get that you've already got 2 Weizen beers in quite a not really big range, have they? You know, I think there's room for expansion there. That's their choice, isn't it? I know that they don't gamble as much as Perfect Draft, and I do understand that. That's their prerogative, you know. I get that. But as I say, I'm happy to go at this, and we'll see where it goes. Right, what can I say? Bonjour.